Hello and welcome. I am Lee Berg, and today we have another MMS speaker interview for the MMS Conference 2015 in Minneapolis, Minnesota this November. Today I'm happy to be joined by Dieter Wickmans from Cortec. Hey Dieter, could you just for one moment here just tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do?
Well, hi Lee. Yes, my name is Dieter Wickmans, and I'm an MVP in Cloud and Data Center Management since 2014. I'm based in Belgium, the land of the best chocolate in the world and the best beer in the world. So
Well, okay.
some will argue with that, but it's on camera now, so that's that's proof, right? I'm a managing consultant of Cortec Benelux, and we do a lot of projects in the System Center and Azure atmosphere. So that's my main focus. On a community level, I'm also heavily involved in the System Center User Group Belgium as a board member, and I try to speak at events and evangelize the System Center products and whatsoever. I've been doing that since 5 years. I'm still liking it, so that's fine. And this is actually my first time that I will be speaking at MMS, and I'm
Ah,
pretty excited about it because last year I couldn't make it, but I heard a lot of good things about the event, that it was really community-like. So I'm looking forward to actually deliver my session there.
all right, that's great. Well, Dieter, I think we're going to be really happy to have you. Now, I see here you're going to have a busy time because it looks like you have three sessions this year. Um, they seem to be relating to SCOM, and I know that's part of your specialty. Why don't we just go through those real quick? So the first session that I'm seeing here is titled, "Okay, you're a SCOM Jedi. Now become the Master." So I'm guessing this is a session for people who maybe they have SCOM, they're somewhat advanced, they're running it, and now they want to take it to the next level. Is this like a high level, like a 500 type course,
Well,
or what is it?
this is in fact the 500 type. I have two sessions together with fellow MVP Cameron Fuller, and the first one is how to become a Jedi, and then the second one is how to become a Master. So in fact, what we're gonna do in both of those sessions, it's basically a small series, and we're gonna try to uplift the normal admin from the point where he actually installed Ops Manager to that he actually can uh, target everything and be like the master in his universe or in his monitoring universe to tackle all questions. These sessions are basically they're based on my own experience when I started with Ops Manager. That there was in fact not a lot of knowledge, and I had a huge I had a huge help on the community, but still I had to figure out everything where everything was. So in fact, I had a hard time finding everything. So this session will basically be filled with tips and tricks. Both of them actually will be filled with tips and tricks to get you going fast, and also with notes from the field so that you don't make the same mistakes that I made in the beginning myself. So these two sessions are basically a must-have even for the beginning of either the novice ops manager admin and the more experienced ones, because there are still tips and tricks in there to take you to the next level. So together with Cameron, I will actually try to uplift the ops manager admins in the room. So those two sessions are basically a series. I don't know by head when they are actually scheduled, but I think the first one is the how to become a Jedi, and then the second one is how to become a master. So both of the sessions, it's not compulsory to follow them in sequence, because there will be tips and tricks in both of them. But yeah, well, the first one will be a little bit 300, maybe 400, depending on the audience. And then the last one will be 400, 500. The first one will be how to actually start with the management packs and how to tune them all. And
Okay.
then the second one will be more about starting to put like SLAs in place, distributed applications, and all the different services that also are connected to Ops Manager. Let's say Azure, let's say OMS. So we'll just tackle those that you can actually see what's in the box and what you can actually use. So those two sessions, that's in a nutshell what they're about, but it will be filled with a lot of cool references, a lot of notes from the fields. I've been to a dozen or more, dozens of clients, with all different ops manager environments, and I've seen a lot of mistakes. I've seen a lot of good things, and we're trying to combine those two that you can actually get moving fast or faster where you are at this point. So.
Okay, that's excellent. I'll tell everyone where to find more details on the sessions at the end of this video, but before we do that, if we could just briefly talk about your third session,
Mhm.
and it's titled "Are You Ready to Combine the Forces of SCCM and SCOM?" Tell us a little bit about this one, because we know there's a lot of places out there where they have SCCM and SCOM, but those two groups may not necessarily be talking to each other.
Well, you nailed it there because that's actually my impression as well. A lot of companies have the SCCM installed and Ops Manager as well, but they're living side by side. So I got the idea together with my fellow SCUG board member, Tim de Keukelaar, and MVP as well, on the ECM side, to actually start this session to try to unite the two forces. First of all, we're going to talk about how you can actually efficiently monitor SCCM with Ops Manager. We had a lot of feedback from the community that the SCCM management pack sometimes is lacking in some areas. So we try to actually make sure that those sessions, those areas are covered as well. And we're also going to try to use OMS to get more insights in your SCCM environment. On the other hand, we're also going to quickly go over the different things which are in SCCM to actually monitor your environment that a lot of SCCM admins sometimes are not aware about. So this will be a session. It's also heavily Q&A because we've seen that a lot of people have a lot of questions concerning combining the two. So if you have questions during these sessions or during other sessions, it's really a community event. So reach out. Q&A is not only at the end of the session. So it will be a cool session with a lot of tips and tricks and a lot of, again, notes from the fields to get you going real fast. And if I've seen on the site, there are already a lot of people registered or interested for this session. So it will be a cool bunch, I think.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You hit it exactly there, because we give an especially long amount of time in every session just for Q&A. So if you have questions, if you want to run things by the SCOM experts, certainly come check out those sessions. It's great that we kind of have an introductory lower level, and then we have the high level courses as well, so you can kind of plan appropriately. Of course, like we said, plenty of time for QA, lots of real world experience notes. When we do our call for speakers, we specifically say, please try and make it as real world as possible. And then also your other session talking about SCCM and SCOM, great opportunities there as well. So Dieter, I think that's all the time we have today. Thanks for telling us about your sessions. I think they're going to be really great, really cool layout, and you're going to be providing people a ton of value here at the conference. So hey, thanks again for speaking, and we are looking forward to seeing you there.
Thanks for having me, and see you there.
Thanks.